to start in 4 minutes or 3 minutes. It gives us the timing about what's going to happen.
The current temperature below limit. That's the T304.
Yep.
Oh, you know?
Because I pressed enter and escape and it explained it to me.
We missed looking for.
The other thing through run status, sometimes if troubleshooting things come up, or if you call my guys in tech support, they know more than I do, thank God, right? Sometimes I'm going to ask for software versions. Within run status, if I scroll all the way down to version, it gives me a choice of main baseboard, ECB1, ECB2, the marquee itself, Navigator. If I was plugged in, it would give me that information. So a lot of times what I want to know is main baseboard. If I hit enter, enter and escape, pardon me. It's going to be a big long set of numbers. That 07-00, the very last 4 digits are the software version. This is 7.0 software. So sometimes we might ask, you know, on a machine what software is in it. But that's through here. Same thing, the ECB, I can get what software version's in it.
Pretty cool.
So I have date and time for alarms, so I can figure out when one happened. Enter and escape on a particular alarm will expand it out and explain it to me. I can see all my temperatures and pressures at a couple pushes of a button. So maintenance things are fine. I can soft shut this thing down. I can do other stuff. Part of maintenance logs. This will directly show me amp draw on my motor. I can call up set points, escape twice till it goes blank. I can look at temperatures, pressures, or set points. What is OHSP?
Escape and enter heat, some with the outside heating set point. Occupied heating.
That's my occupied heating set point. And a VAV unit bases its decisions off of that. Even though this is a straight cool unit, the fact that I'm in VAV mode, that's where I start things. So cooling mode, or the ability to start mechanical cooling, is based on a couple of numbers that are added to this occupied heating set point, which is by default 68. So with all default values, cooling is enabled on this one from 72 degrees and up. But now it's going to make its other decisions. Things such as, you know, if I started a compressor and I shot to 45-degree leaving air with only one compressor, I'm going to hold it off before it starts again.
What's cool, this thing tells you if the actuators are failed or jammed, or, I mean, it's pretty
it's all here. It's a great unit for a service tech. It tell us what's going on every step.
If it's not a problem mechanically, you can call, say, hey, there's something wrong with your actuator, call an HVAC guy and have him take care of it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we just showed that blinking light, the force was clear, but the on the actuator, like economizer, we can go in and calibrate it with this through the marquee, force it to run 0 to 100% so it learns its position, and it may come back that the calibration failed. It can't, which would be an indication I may have a problem with the actuator. And manually, I can always go in and force it to a certain position also. And that's things like, let's back out. I have inputs and outputs. I can always choose to see what kind of inputs the machine is looking at and receiving. On inputs, I can hit enter, general I, feedback, status, fire shutdown. Like if these have been set up for fire shutdown and I have a unit that's sitting there not running, I can always go in, status, one of the HVAC modes is going to be fire shutdown. So right off on my view that scrolls by always, it'll tell me why it was shut down, fire status.
So the fire damper shut, causing the unit not to run.
Or I can always fire down here to inputs and see that I had that fire shutdown command. If I back out, let's go to outputs, fans. I can see, you know, what fans are in outputs. What is S.FAN?
I don't know. Why don't we hit escape and enter?
VAV unit with a drive, so I close a relay to power the drive. that doesn't mean my fan runs yet. I still need to give it a speed command. So there's another step involved about a speed command. And then, so my next step is the S.VFD would be what? Speed for the VFD, and it shows me 33%, 32.5%. So they're almost equal. Another item you'll see on your ABB keypad, next to where it says auto, and always make sure that says auto, is the spinning arrowhead, clockwise or counterclockwise. When it's spinning, it means it's moving towards that set point. I'm asking for 33%, it's 32.5. That's why it's moving, showing me that it's not there yet, it's on the way. Usually you always see them moving a little bit. So that's the speed. I can always, expand out to have it spell it to me. 16. Exhaust fan, VFD, if I had that kind of setup. So all my different outputs that are available are in through outputs, so I can see their status. Always when I'm done, I can back out by hitting escape, come back to run status, hit view, and now after, if I don't touch it for a while, it's always it'll revert back to this in view. If you're ever going through service test, the book will tell you how to do that. Always in service test, turn it back off before you leave.